Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chuck. This is Hardly Homesteading. I am about to head to Lowe's to pick up some lumber for the legs for the garden beds that I built yesterday. I decided to go to Lowe's because I didn't want to deal with the local lumber place, having to go out and bust apart frozen lumber. So, yep, that's what we're doing. We're gonna head to Lowe's. We're gonna get some 4x4x12s cut in half. I called them. They said their saw was working, so should be good to go. If you haven't subscribed already, please locate the subscribe button, hit it, and hit the little bell so you receive all the notifications we put out. If you get any value from this video, please hit the like button. But other than that, remember, diligence is the mother of good luck, and thanks for watching. So today I learned that Lowe's cannot cut 4x4s. My local hardware lumber place, they can cut 4x4s, but this major hardware retailer cannot cut 4x4s. So I drove 30 minutes here and was not able to get what I wanted, which was some 4x4x12s cut in half. But they did have 6-foot 4x4s, which the website said they were out of stock. They did have some, but they were the exact same price to the penny as the 4x4x8s, which doesn't make any sense. The 4x4 are more expensive than the 4x4x8s, but the 4x4 6s are the same as the 4x4x8s. So I got some 4x4x8s, enough to put legs on at least a few of the beds that I did. And I don't know, I was kind of thinking about maybe making these ones a little bit taller, just because I'm going to have the extra. So I don't know what I'm going to do with the scrap 2 feet of the 4x4s, the scrap, which I don't even like buying it like that and having so much left over. It's a waste. But I don't know, I felt like I already drove all the way here and stuff, so I got the 4x4/8s. So looks like the next time I buy legs for my garden beds, it's going to be at the local hardware store. Probably going to wait until it warms up outside a little bit, because the last time I bought 4x4s there, it was a literal block of ice. It had rained and collected on it, and it was literally coated in ice. We had to chip away the ice and then use pry bars to bust them apart. So yeah, so this will probably get me by for a few of those, and then maybe the beginning of this next week when it warms up a little bit. At least last time I looked, it was supposed to warm up. Maybe we'll go and get some 4x4/12s cut at the local place. So, time to head home and put some legs on some garden beds. All right, we made it back with the lumber. Now we're gonna make some legs. I'm gonna open up the shop today because it is a sweltering 32 degrees out here. Let's do it. So I've been thinking about adding a little bit more dialogue to my videos in the hopes that they will give them a little bit more substance. What we're going to talk about, I'm not quite sure yet. I'm just going to go with the flow and hope that I can come up with something captivating, I guess. It seems like, the videos are getting a little repetitive now, or it's winter, or there's only so many things going on. I'm just really trying to get ready for the spring, and that just involves doing a lot of the same things over and over again, I guess. So yeah, so maybe we'll talk about something. I don't know what yet. So, About to get started cutting some of these 4x4s here. I really need to clean my shed. That's what I need to do. My shed, shop, whatever you call it. Alright, well, let's have a little conversation, I guess, while I am cutting these up instead of the normal, boring time lapse. Everybody's seen somebody cut wood before. Right after I get some coffee in me. So, let's talk a little bit about the reason why I'm doing this. I decided to do this whole project, you know. Like I had said in my original introduction video, you know, I'm an introvert and I really crave solitude, like most people crave interaction with other people. And I've always had a really great work ethic. Every job I've ever had, I've excelled at because I am comfortable being with myself. I can get into a train of thought while I'm working and I can just, you know, really get into it. But, you know, I've tried a lot of different avenues of, you know, the direction that I wanted to go in with my life. I went to music school, or after the military I went to music school, I went to film school, because those are things I was passionate about, and it's been crammed down my throat for my entire life. You know, I'm a millennial. You can be anything that you want to be when you grow up. Well, I suppose it's true to an extent. But, you know, those things don't always work out for everybody. And I am passionate about those things, but see, it just never worked out. And, now, I'm just at a place in my life where I am exhausted. I am not really physically exhausted, maybe a little bit, but I am mentally, emotionally exhausted with society. I'm not ever going to get into any politics or anything on this channel, but just with the news cycle and Facebook and everything that's always going on, I'm just so tired of it. I'm tired of people's opinions. I'm just exhausted with it, and I want nothing more than to just become as self-sufficient as humanly possible. I would like to live somewhere extremely rural and not have to rely on anybody. You know, I don't want to completely break away from society, but to some extent, it is kind of what I'm looking for. I'm just so exhausted with people and people's opinions, and everybody's right about everything, or everybody's wrong about everything. This race, that race, blah 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 blah. And I just don't know if the purpose of life is just for us to all be in conflict all the time about some of the most ridiculous things. So, you know, that's sort of my train of thought as far as, you know, some of my goals and the direction that the reason that I'm choosing to go in this direction. And basically this channel is just, you know, so far in the beginning, this channel is just this is me trying to learn the homesteading ropes. I didn't grow up on a farm. I grew up in a semi-rural part of Ohio, so I'm not completely ignorant to these things, and I've worked labor jobs, so but like I said, I've never lived on a farm, and so a lot of this is me just doing what I can to learn the basics, and just inch toward that goal the best that I can. I'm gonna work on my credit as I'm learning the ropes, and hopefully it'll all come into fruition, I guess, somewhere shortly down the line. All right, I've done a lot of talking. Let's cut some wood. And another part of it is that I've worked, most of the jobs I've worked have either been in civil service or for a factory, some company, and the idea of making a measly wage, spending my life making a measly wage, to make somebody else rich, I just don't like it. I don't like getting up, going into the office every day, and just, living this piddly existence. I don't like it. It's not very satisfying, and the idea of waking up at 3 a.m. every day and doing everything to meet the needs of you and your family, that seems, I wouldn't know, but it seems like that would be extremely satisfying. Just knowing that you created this whole thing, that you're not taking care of your family with promissory notes from the U.S. Treasury. You're taking care of your family with, hard work and diligence, and not to mention land ownership, things like that. This is a few of the only things that even matter. Those are things that you can pass down to your children, just like knowledge. Knowledge and land, or I don't know. How do you guys feel about it? Let me know down in the comments below if you agree, disagree, if you have similar feelings. And I'm willing to bet that a lot of you do. If you're interested in homesteading, that's probably because you can imagine that life for yourself. And that's what I want this channel to be about. I want it to sort of be like a inspiration for people who are in similar situations as myself, living in the city, or living in the city, or having a low income, but you want to do something with your life. You want to follow the same path or whatever, and you're trying to figure out a way to do that, and hopefully I can bring some inspiration to people so that they can figure out how to do this for themselves. Everybody's situation is unique, but this is what I'm doing in mine, but hopefully it can inspire other people to figure out what they need to do to make it work for them. I really should be wearing a mask, considering they are everywhere now. I should grab a mask. Not good to breathe in treated sawdust. Got any ideas what I can do with all these scrap 4x4 2-foot sections? Let me know down in the comments. I was thinking maybe a coffee table, a stool. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. Don't think this mask is going to actually help very much, but I guess at least it's better than nothing. All right. Coffee break. Why don't you guys let me know down in the comment section some of the reasons that you're interested in homesteading. Maybe some ideas for what else you'd like to see on this channel. Always looking to see how I can improve my channel. Some new blades. Hopefully they cut a little straighter than the cheap Harbor Freight blades I was using last. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the content on this channel, share it with your friends and family. I would love the extra support. I'd like to get some our subscriber count up a little bit, view count, all that good stuff. So please share it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Those things count. They help. All right, let's oh, we lost our power. Probably find my other clamp and clamp the freaking table down. I never screwed this table down specifically so I would be able to move it. I guess I never really thought about being in this particular situation, but my other C-clamp, or my other adjustable clamp is missing a part. I don't know where it went. How much this is going to help? Probably a little bit. A little cheap C-clamp. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. Well, if you didn't see that, I just snapped apart this C-clamp. Friggin' Hercules here. Snapped it right in half. Look at that. Ridiculous. Well, my phone died, so we missed a little bit of the process there. Sorry that you guys missed on some of my mind-bending commentary. But the legs that I was working on, I got those attached to one of the bases, so we are completely done with one. And I notched out the next set, so I'm going to go ahead and screw some of those on there. probably my least favorite part of this whole entire process. I hate putting the legs on. My not so expert carpentry skills, their legs are always a little wonky. But they're functional. That's all that matters, I suppose. So, I just drill some pilot holes in there and then shoot the screws in, but just don't find it very pleasant. I've been putting a ton of screws in the legs. Probably don't really need that many, but the screws are cheap, and I guess I'm assuming that it's going to help. Whether it does help or hurt it, to be seen, I guess. Snowball snow. Not that way. Give me a moving target, at least. Gotcha. Come on, you gotta do better than that. You know you're from the Midwest when you feel the urge to take your jacket off when it gets slightly higher than freezing. But being that it is above freezing, I don't know if you can hear that or not. We are collecting rainwater. It is working. Hey, no throwing snowballs in here. So I don't know if I'm going to get around to putting the legs on the third one or not, but I'm going to cut them and get as much done as possible. It's starting to get dark outside. So yeah, that's where we are. We got 2 of them done already though. So I think I'm going to call it a day. I got a lot done today. We have 2 garden beds that are completely finished, and I got the legs done for 1 more. I just have to attach them, and we'll work on the rest this week. So with that, I am going to call it a day. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, make sure you hit the little bell so you receive the notifications for all the videos that we're putting out. Also, if you got any value out of this, please be sure to hit the like button. And with that, remember, diligence is the mother of good luck, and thanks for watching.